Political science. No? Okay. I like Kirtan like this. Very strong. Adhyam Thiram Dhyanam Yanushalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo mahabadanyaya krishna prema pradayate krishnaya krishna chaitanya namne gaurasya Shri Krishna karuna sindhu deenabandho jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kantan Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamahari Vrindai Tulsi Dasi Yayai Kesavasya Krishna Bhakti Hare Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram I am offering my lakhs and lakhs of Dandavat Pranam to my lotus feet of my Gurudev Srila Bhakti Pradhan Keshav Goswami Maharaj. Also I am offering my so many Dandavats from the lotus feet of my Shiksha Guru Nitya Leela Pravishtam Vishnupada Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj. I also want to convey my Dandavat Pranam to my most bosom friend, Sri Nitya Leela Pravishta Srila Gaur Govind Maharaj. You know the relation, my relation to Swamiji. I have told you, and all are acquainted with this. From 46, I was connected to Swami Maharaj, and still I am connected. I think that Gaur Govind Maharaj met me just at this time when Swamiji was leaving this world. And I was there. Swami Maharaj has called me to meet in his last days. After a talk with me, he never talked anything, a word from anyone. So when I was there, Swami was very happy to see me, and tears were coming in his eyes. And he told that, oh, everything will be managed very well, because he was thinking in what will be in my last days, who will give my samadhi, and who will do all this. But when he knew that Narayan Maharaj has come, he was so satisfied. This is told in some what?
Biography.
Yeah?
Biography.
It is. And he told his disciples, especially to Tamal Krishna Swami, that now I am not worried, I am satisfied that he has come. And he took me to sit on his own bed. But I did pranam to that And I sat on the chair very nearby to him, and he told me so many things. So I have told all these things. When our talk was ended, then he told about Tamal Krishna, Brahmananda, and all the senior sannyasis of GBC. Hear what he wants to tell. I told them, you should never think that Swami is dying and he will be dead. Don't. You should say that he is जोर से बोलो ना,
living forever.
He will not die. He will not die. But he can hide himself from us because we are not bona fide. And he wants something from you. So I told them that don't quarrel after he is going. You should understand all this. He is with you and he is giving mercy. So you should do his service, obey him, his teaching, always remember. And don't quarrel for money, for prestige, for worldly anything. It is in that after going, Acharya disciples have so many quarrels among them. So you should know. You should try to obey Swamiji and to preach more and more. And by this service you will be so much glad. He told again that I have brought so many boys. They are not so well trained. I request you to train, to give him help, and also you should try to give my samadhi from our own hand. And you should try to manage my Vira separation Utsav. I took his orders on my head. He told them all that you should go and take Maharaj to the temple and all the places where I have done something. Then Tamal Krishna and all the seniors were coming to meet me and showed where he is to take bath, where he is to take something, where to write, where to do all these things. I think that we met there with Gaur Govinda Maharaj. He was very, very learned person, and he had come in a very devotee family. His father and mother were Vaishnava. In our line, Vaishnava line. So from boyhood, he was brought up in a line of Vaishnava. So from when he had not joined ISKCON, because of that spirit, inborn Vaishnava. And he has so much impressions of his last birth. We can imagine that thing, that a person cannot do Krishna bhajan from boyhood. When you met Swamiji or your Gurudev, then you incline to do some bhajan. But he has some past impressions. I think for me that when I burned, I don't know from where I am chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I don't know. From very boyhood, where there was sense All are telling that, oh, you chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Because I was also in this same like family, Vaishnava family, my father and mother, all were Brahmins, not so-called Brahmins, but really Brahmins and really Sri Sampradaya Vaishnava, Ramanuja Sampradaya, Urdhapunda Tilak, Tulsi Mala, and all. So it was with him. And from boyhood he was brought up in that manner. So he was so humble. He was so learned person. He was Vaishnava. Actually, when he met me, I was charmed that, oh, he is a very good devotee. You know that I always gave classes on Vrindavan Leela. Anything philosophical, but yet it will be end into and turned into Radha Krishna pastime. Anything I will tell. At first I had so much interest in philosophy, but after that I left it. Here in these slokas of Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, Chaitanya Chaitanya, Anarpati Charing Kirat Karunaya Samarpayitum Unnatojjala Sasang Swa Bhakti Sriyan Harihapurvat Sundar Dhyuti Kadamba Sandipita Sada Hridaya Kandare Suratani. So, I left all these Vedanta, Athato Brahma Jigyasa, Tattamasi, and all the Vedanta Sutra. I read Gita, but after that test was also gone. Sarva Dharmanu Patisajya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is also external. And I don't know why my test came for Krishna pastime, especially with gopis. That in Rai Ramananda Sambad we are going to explain. So I saw all these things and qualities in Gaura Govinda Maharaj. He was in the same line in which Swamiji was, and in which and so a bosom friendship was increasing. Last summer I went to Puri to write some books. When he heard, he at once came from Bhubaneswar. 94, he came and invited me to come to Puri. But unluckily I could not go there. But once I have been there. When Govinda Maharaj was not in Bhubaneswar, but he was in western countries, anywhere, I don't know where he was. A disciple. So much gave me honor. Then I returned to Calcutta. So, I know, I have read his books. When I was coming here, his disciples presented me his 2 books, newly written by him and published, about Ramananda Sambhagara, that book, and I saw. So, he was in Raganuga Vaidhi Bhakti. In this world, Raganuga, Sadhak Vaishnava are very, very rare. For which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. I know that some of his god brothers, they opposed for this. And for this he was so much disturbed. I know this fact. But I don't fear for anyone from anyone in this world. I will only fear from Vaishnava offenses, nothing. Whole world will be one side, like Swamiji and my Gurudev. I can stand alone if whole world be one side. I don't care. I care for bona fide Vaishnavas, bona fide Gurus, and in our disciplic lines all acharyas. So, in his last days, he was not honored. Because I think that they were not so advanced in bhakti cult. That is why, maybe. Or anyhow, I don't know. But I honor him as a pure Vaishnava. And he was so real. Luckily, I have come to this place and seen and reminding him. So I am giving my Pushpanjali to his Lord. No light?
Now we are in America and load setting. No, we are in India now.
Vrindavan.
Candle? Lantern?
I have explained one slok here. Nanopachar Kritapujanam Arthabandho Premnaiva Bhakta Hridayam Sukhaviddutam Syat Javat Khudhanti Jathare Jaratha Pipasa Tavat Sukhaya Bhavato Nanu Bhaksyate. You can read the meaning and purport of this slok, then I will explain.
Ramananda Rai continues.
You should try very patiently and very deeply. Then you will realize the meaning and you will be very much satisfied by that meaning.
As long as there is hunger and thirst, eating and drinking make one feel very happy. When the Lord is worshipped with pure love, transcendental bliss is awakened in the heart of the devotee. There's no purport to this verse, but there's a very long purport to Krishna Bhakti Rasamrita.
Afterward.
Yeah.
Here, I've told the meaning, and you are hearing the meaning. That if you are hungry and thirsty, then there is a value of that water and that food. And you will have taste in that water and in that food. If you have no hunger, you are not hungry, you are not feeling thirst, then how beautiful things, water or any sharbat, you know, sweet water. But, what is this water? If you have no hunger, you are not hungry, and so many delicious things are coming, then what is this? What is this? And this. Very good. No taste. But you are so hungry, so much hungry. Whole day you have not taken anything, and so thirsty, like Ranti Dev in Srimad Bhagavatam. You know Ranti Dev? No? Yes. So thirsty. He had no water for 5 days, 6 days. Nothing, no water, nothing to eat. And if you have like hunger like that, hungry like this, then anything without ghee and without butter, only roti of Indian roti, without ghee, dry, or chawal and dal. And you say, oh, very tasteful, very tasty. But if you are not hungry, not tasteful. So it depends on your hunger and thirst. Then if you have prem, love, affection for Krishna, and if you will offer anything, then Krishna will be happy. And if you have no prem, no affection, like Duryodhan, no? Like Jarasandha, Kansa, they will give, that he will not have. But anything which is not good, not tasteful, but yet Krishna takes. So it depends on prem. But example is opposite. You should try to understand. Not very easy. Not very easy. To explain this slok, want some service of Gurudev. Without serving and without coming in the contact of our Gurudev, not hearing from him, oh, cannot adjust. We cannot deeply think about this. Here has it been told. If anyone has no hungry, if he is no hungry and he is not thirsty, then taste will not come. But in this slok it has been told also that if anyone has no prem, love, affection for Krishna, then Krishna will not be happy. So example is not proper. It thinks, we think like this, but it is not so. The example has given full means correct. But you should understand that if one man is hungry, then anything without ghee and without taste, it will be very tasteful. Why to Krishna? If you have prem for Krishna, then we should be satisfied, we should taste, but it is told that Krishna will be happy. Why? Krishna is always Atmaram, Atmakam. He has nothing to take from anything and he is happy. Nothing from anyone. He will never be hungry like his Brahma. Self-satisfied. No desire at all. We have so many desires. We have so many desires. So I was telling, give attention. Give attention. Don't look behind. So, if we have taste, if we have love, affections of Krishna and offerings, then we should be satisfied, we should be happy, we should taste it. Why Krishna? It has told in this slok that Krishna will be happy. Why it has been told? Opposite, understand this or not? Not very well. Why? Again, try to understand. I have some affection for Krishna and offering Krishna with my heart. Then, savai punsang paro dharmo jato bhakti radhokhate ahetukya prasihatta jayatma samprasidati. What is the meaning of samprasidati? Samprasidati.
Fully satisfied.
Who?
Krishna.
Why?
Atma. Because he is the soul.
Atma means myself.
But in this slok.
Why?
Because he is the soul, the Atma.
Same meaning here. We are serving Krishna. But hunger is in me. Love, affection in me and offering. The meaning is very deep that if any devotee is offering anything from his heart with love and affection, then Krishna will have appetite, otherwise not. Why? Because he is nirgun, no ambition, no appetite, nothing. He is Brahma, Parabrahma. No wish, nothing. Nirakar, Niranjan, Nirvishesh, Nirgun. For whom? Those by mind think that Krishna is Parabrahma. I am same. All are same Brahma. Tattam Asi. This is Vedanta theory. Shankaracharya has explained like this, but our Acharyas have not explained like this. We are the servant of Brahma. We are also Brahma, a part and parcel of Brahma. So all we are servants. And in Shankar Advaita philosophy, we are all Brahma and we will mix at last. But here we will meet. But how we will meet? Like we have met so many persons here, so many devotees, not entering in. Anyone not like being, what is the name of this Prabhu? Vaishnavananda. We have come here and meet, and you have come to me and meeting with me, but you have not become Narayan Maharaj. You are the same Prabhu, and I am Narayan. Like a bird going in the nest. We cannot see from outside, but she is like bird there. So we can go to Golok Vrindavan. We cannot see, but there lakhs and lakhs gopis, servants, lakhs and lakhs cows, so many mountains, so many rivers, so many animals, so many all things. Anyone cannot mix in anyone. You know, they say that a glass of water. Bring one glass of full water, full brim, mixed. Then all will be water, mixing in water. So there will be no difference. When Ganges goes into sea, everything is mixed. No Ganga, everything becomes water. But it is wrong. A particle of water does not mix in other particles of water. It took full brims of water and make them, then all will fall down. Understand me? Or not? If there are 2 glasses of water and we have 1 glass to take and mix the water. Water will not mix. It will overflow and fall too. If they are becoming one, they cannot overflow, but not become. Quantity is going on, growing. So there are not mixing it anyone. But we are not saying we cannot define it. Example, take there a heap of stones, or there are so many lakhs and lakhs sea-goats. Sea-goats means?
Seagulls?
Bakari.
Or sea-goats.
And a person is taking care of all this by his sticks. Take any of sea-goats and mix in them. You cannot take it out again. But who is controlling and seeing and watching, he may take. But all these sea-goats will not, never mix. I took a sea-goat and get colored anywhere, red, and let him mix in the other, And easily I can take that. Oh, see that. Similarly, any jeev cannot mix with Brahma, but they define like so. So, if anyone thinks that Krishna has no appetite, no desire, no taste, nothing, he has no indriya senses, then he is not correct. So when we see that I want to give something of a Krishna, I have appetite, so Krishna may have appetite. And he is so eager to give Krishna and waiting for Krishna. When Krishna will come one day. Like Jasoda, like gopis, they are preparing so many good things, tasteful, so many things. And oh Kanai, come on, my dear son, come on. Your father is hungry, he is waiting for you. Then Krishna goes there dancing, and he sits in the lap of his father, says, oh father, I am so hungry. Otherwise Krishna never be hungry. So here, Yasoda has given offering Krishna. So in the same way, if we are offering anything and we are eager that Krishna, then we have appetite, service. And we will pray and he will be pleased. And sing that he is pleased. My son, so he is telling that that Nanopachana. So if you have no prem like this, Krishna will not please, and then you will also not. Brahmagyani see that my Atma, my soul is Brahma. I am myself Brahma. But the devotee sees that I am servant of Krishna. Jivere Sarupa Nitya Krishna. So, if you do bhakti, then Atma of Atma, soul of soul, is Krishna. He will be pleased. So, Jayatma Samprasya. This is it. We should not try to only realize our soul, but you should try to know Krishna, who is Krishna. Automatically we can see. If sun rises, we can see sun, and by his help we can see everything and also us and all. So by serving Krishna, everyone is pleased. Myself will be pleased. And if you are trying to please ourselves, then nothing will be done. Like in night, we cannot see sun. By our lakhs and lakhs effort, when sun will come, rise, and we can see. So when the mercy of Krishna will be done to us, then we will realize everything. Don't try in worldly manners without Guru. You will try and you will fail. So in Upanishad also it is told like so. See this sloka. যখন তাকে বরণ করে তখন জানে। নায়ম আত্মা প্রবচনেন লভ্যো, নায়মাত্মা প্রবচনেন লভ্যো ন মেধয়া बहुना श्रुतेन जम eva esha benute. When Krishna will see that he is trying hard and hard for me, and he will be pleased, then he will be merciful. And he will say, oh, he is qualified now to give my mercy. And then we can know. Otherwise, by our senses, lakhs and lakhs efforts, we cannot know. The efforts we are doing, that is Vaidhi Bhakti. And prem descending from there as in the shape of Vishuddha Sattva. It comes by the mercy of Krishna. There are three kinds of devotees in Golok Vrindavan. उनका परिकर associates are of three kinds. Nitya Siddha, Sadhana Siddha, and Kripa Siddha. Nitya Siddha, they are not like Jivas. If Jivas are there, they have never tested this world, very far away from illusory Maya. Nitya Siddha. And after that there are so many parikats of Krishna, they are Kaya view of Baladev Prabhu or Srimati Radhika. All the Sakhis are Kaya view manifestations. But extension of Srimati Radhika. And other jivas are like extension of Baladev Prabhu. And after this, those jivas who have come from Baladev Prabhu are Nitya Siddha. And those who are in control of Pranabdishai Vishnu, from there they come down. They are of two kinds. One practicing bhakti yoga and going there, and others without practicing, by the mercy of Krishna are devotees. Kripa Siddha they are. They will again never come, they will return from there. So, we can come to this world, overcome. If any person, any devotee is sent from there by the wish of Krishna, they are Nitya Siddha Parikar, like Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur, Bhakti Vinod Thakur Swami, like my Gurudev. They are not souls, worldly souls, but conditions. So, by their mercy, we can go forward. Otherwise, no. If anyone has a guru like this, they are so fortunate. And those who have any guru and again he falls, like in this world see, that he has made any guru, and after some time he fell. He made another guru, and again he another, and again. Very dangerous. It seems that we have no such impressions of birth, last birth. That is. But if you will surrender yourself in the lotus feet of Krishna or any Vaishnava, they will take us in a line again. Surely they will take. So we should see where their bona fide gurus are not. How we can know? We are for so many years in Vaishnava association, and the sentences have been given in Srimad Bhagavatam. So we can see Tasmat Gurum Prapaddet Jigyasu Sraya Uttamam Sapte Parisha Nishnatam Brahmanupasyamasya. I'm not going to explain more these things. I want to go forward something. Then he told, what I explained, it is Vaidhi Bhakti. If no prem, Krishna will not be controlled, but he be happy. And he can give worldly wealth, reputation, he can give salvation to or heaven. And so many loks, like Patal lok, Brahma lok, all loks he can. He can also give lower lok from Shankar, and that is called Brahma lok. Brahma Sayujya he can give. But Vaishnava don't take. Don't take. If Krishna is giving, throwing all these things towards him, no, I don't want. That has nothing to do with all this. If what to tell of this salvation, even Dwarka they want, they never want. They never want. A Krishna having no bansi, no peacock feather here, and he is not telling that I am the son of Jasoda and Nanda. Even Krishna, they don't like that Krishna. They think that, oh, he may be Dwarkadhish already. No connection with me. Oh, he will do. Oh, so many pranams to you. If you have any power, you can bless me that I may serve Krishna and Radha in Vrindavan. Now he is telling, if they have any past impression, from where? Not by Sukriti, by the blessings of Vaishnavas, unconditional mercy. Then they will come in this line. Bhakti has two lines from beginning of Shraddha. You know what is the paribhasa? Definition of Shraddha. What is the seed of Bhakti? We tell like this, but in fact it is not true. These are, when Shraddha we see, it is external symptom. What is internal system? Symptom. What is that? Guru gives this seed, the tendency of serving Krishna and Radha. For Krishna. When I am telling Krishna, then you should add Srimati Radhika also. Without power, Krishna cannot live alone. Shakti, Shakti, Matora Veda. When I will speak of Krishna, then you should think that also Srimati Radhika, power, energy, attribute, all are there. And Srimati is there. So here, I want to serve Krishna. This mood is the seed of bhakti. And Gurudev gives the seed in our heart. At first he clears the heart, make it fertile, and then gives it. This is the root of bhakti, that is called seed, bhakti seed. Then the outer symptom, the Baharwala, external, will be seen like Shraddha. What is called Shraddha? What is called Shraddha? Faith in Guru Vakya, faith in Shastra Vakya, faith in Krishna's teaching. Hari, Guru, Vaishnava, that I will serve Krishna. If and will cut my head, if and cut in pieces, so many pieces, I will never give up Hari Bhajan, chanting of Krishna, worshipping of Krishna. I will die by not eating. I will live in one tree, one night here and there, having nothing, but yet I cannot give up. Like Haridas Thakur he told. You remember perhaps? Khanda khanda jadi jai, hoi jai deh pran. Swami badane na chadiye. He tell to the murderers, demons of Chandakaji, that if he will cut me in pieces, I can never give up Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. This is called bona fide Shraddha. So we should have this bona fide Shraddha. How do you know? From where? From Guru Vakya, Shastra Vakya. All Shastras studying that if anyone will chant one Harinam, even he will overcome all the birth and death, endless ocean of that suffering and sorrow. Certainly. So, when a person has so much a strong belief, then Shraddha comes. Otherwise, no. Worldly miseries and sorrow and suffering. Then we chant, oh, to overcome all these things, then it is called Shraddha, but Vaidhi Bhakti. It will give Shraddha, Vaidhi Bhakti. And those who are hearing from any Rasik Bhav Bhakta, and Shraddha comes that, oh, we should try to worship Krishna. We will try to serve Krishna. Then this Shraddha will lead us to Raganuga Bhakti. Like Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Jiva Goswami, like our disciplic Acharya, up to Swamiji. If that greed comes a very lean and thin, then what becomes? Very rare. But if it comes, then he obeys some rules and regulations, may not. Be so wicked person, drunkard, mixing your spots to so many spots, calm, lusty, angry, so many these qualities may be there. But hearing something from bona fide Vaishnavas, this greed can come. And it will lead us to Raganuga Bhajan. Now he is telling about this. Krishna Bhakti Rasabhavita Mati Kriyatang Kuto Vijadi Labdati Tatra Laulam Mulya Kalam Janma Koti Sukratir Nalapyate. You know, I have told in morning class that if anyone is doing some good activities, and that is called punya karma, no? And he will, in return, he will have heaven or all these things. He will be prosperous in this world. He may be happy, wealthy, and all this. But Sukriti, it will add some bhakti, and it will lead us to bona fide Vaishnavas. And by their mercy we will know Bhakti. Samanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam. But he should not eat that we are doing, but no taste. We have heard that we should try to chant Hari name. We are chanting, but sleep comes, idleness comes. When that stop Hari Katha, I am going here and there. No taste. So what should we do? Or even that we are now not feeling taste, but yet you will have to. This is Vaidhi. When we are hearing Katha, then some sleepiness will come. And when we will dance, taking Mridanga, Kartal, then, no sleep at all. And when taking the Guru Mantra here, inside, no tongue used, then all kinds of evil things will come in mind, and if you keep them away from your mind, then sleepiness will come. Then Om Bhur Bhuva Swa, and you but if you have taste, then it will be very tasteful. You can sit like this and chanting 1 lakh at one sitting, hearing Hari Katha like Parikshit Maharaj, 7 days continuously, no stopping, none. He told that you should take a glass of water. He told me, no, I'm taking but nectar of hearing Hari Katha. I will not take. So much taste. In worshipping, so much taste. In hearing Hari Katha, so much taste. In honoring Vaishnava, so much taste. In all kind of 8 and 9 kinds of bhakti. Very tasteful, very tasteful. But if not tasteful, then you should think that it is Vaidhi Bhakti. But yet we will have to do continuously. Mind is not liking, but I should do. This is called Bhakti. And Raganuga, at once Ruchi comes galloping. What galloping? Shraddha. All kinds of offenses, namaparad, and all kinds of anartha. Anartha, you know, there are so many kinds of anartha. Galloping this, nishtha, even galloping nishtha. Ruchi also, asakti comes there from Raganuga. So if we have no taste in chanting, remembering, hearing, we cannot go in Raganuga. It is very hard. Very hard. But if you are hearing, you have no qualification at all. You are not even Hari name has been given initiated, but even like Haridas Thakur, he was not initiated by anyone, but he has this association of Advaitacharya. And from boyhood he was telling Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. He had not gone to any school, nothing. That is, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told that, hey, you are the Vaishnava, Acharya of Nam. So, but you know, Rupa Goswami, he used to, it has never been told that how many rounds he was using to do. Raghunath Das Goswami, for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it is not. Why? Because he used to take the mala in hand and chanting Hare Krishna and at once sing Krishna, dancing with gopis and playing with boys and having so many modes, and he becomes faint, rolling down that earth. Then who will count all these names? So he is more superior than that Haridas Thakur, because Haridas Thakur is Brahma or Prahlad and is Rupa Manjari, Rati Manjari, Lavanga Manjari. Their names are really names. Krishna himself. No difference between Nam and Nam. And that name is Sadhya, not Sadhan. But the Haridas Thakur name is Sadhan. Though he has crossed the level of Sadhan, But if he will go in his line and follow, then it will be Vaidhi Bhakti. But after that, like Haridas Thakur will chant, then Prem will come. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made him the Namacharya Haridas. Brahma is our Guru. Prahlad Maharaj is bona fide Vaishnava. From birth he was Vaishnava. Seeing everywhere Krishna and is tasting all. So he is telling that Krishna Bhakti Rasabhavita Mati Kuryatam Kutopi Jadi Labdhati Tattva Lolnamaka Mulyame Kalam Janma Sukhi Koti. If you are doing Koti Sukriti, even you cannot have this very lean thing. What? Greed for serving Krishna in Sakha Vasalya. It is very hard. If any bona fide Vaishnava like this, Rasik, Tattagga, having so much more, then we should keep even our heads to serve them and to listen them. And our greed will be so thick, and we may gallop Shraddha, Nishtha, and then coming to Ruchi and Ashram. We have seen so many Vaishnavas like this. Like Billu Mangal Thakur, who was so wretched person. Yes, he was so much lusty, no bhakti at all, but by the association of that prostitute, he was bona fide Vaishnava. Only he has come to help Billu Mangal. So he has done pranam to this Chintamani, and he has told that, Jayati Chintamani Jayati Som Gurur Me. He has done pranam to that. So we should try to understand all these things. I will explain very, very Dhire. Gradually. I will have to live here perhaps 2-3 days more. 5 days. Then in morning we can explain. I can explain only for you devotees, not for general persons. Not for in general also I will give lectures, general lectures. Then don't and what? Eat and drink and be merry. We are not so. This body is not so. All these things of Gita and of Srimad Bhagavatam, what Prahlad Maharaj has told, our life half going in sleeping and half eating, drinking and marrying. And then we are in marrying any good lady or with any husband and yielding some children, supporting the children. Very, very big problems come for their education and nursing. And then so many desires, worldly desires. Then how to and when to serve Krishna. This will take. We will give lectures. Labdha sudurlabham idam bahut sambhavam. And in devotees, I will try to help them to gradually advancing in Bhakti Yoga, whether it is of Vaidhi Bhakti or Raganuga. So we will tell all things in Vaidhi Bhakti, and we will describe something for Raganuga Bhakti, that agreed may come to real Bhakti. Those want to serve Krishna as the mood of Braja, for them. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come also for this. All our Gurus and Acharyas have talked for this. Chaitanya Charitamrita. If anyone is reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, he must have that greed. If animal reads very patiently and very deep, with any realized soul, then he must have that greed. If anyone reads the books of Rups and Raganuga, surely. So I request you to hear and go deep in the meaning of all these things. You should try to go deep in the purpose of Swamiji. I think they read like this, or this. Oh, he has written. Vanchakalpaturghasya pripasya. Like this. How you can go deep? Be patient. Very patient. Oh, I'm not understanding this thing. Oh, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, please be merciful to me. Oh, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, merciful to me. You should manage that. I should understand. At once Krishna or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu have mercy, and he will make understand all this. Or he will send any bona fide Vaishnava. Oh, go. Like Krishna has sent Swamiji. You have not done any request from him when he came first. Anyone has done? No request, nothing he came by the order of Krishna. You have not called me, anyone you have called not. You have not given any invitation to me that, oh Maharaj, you should come. I think that Krishna has sent. Swamiji has sent. My Gurudeva has sent. He saw that there are so many devotees, you should go and Gaur Pramanande. Madhvi has that instrument? No. Then you should do it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,